Hey guys, I'm not able to shoot a proper full-length video today, so what I'm going to do is create a best of compilation for you. So I'm going to show you some of the most recent traffic sources that I've discovered. I'm going to show you how you can get powerful do follow backlinks from famous websites. I'm going to show you how to get backlinks from the mainstream media, how to promote yourself properly on social media and get traffic that way. I'm going to show you specific traffic sources for affiliate marketers, and I'm also going to give you a complete outreach strategy so you can drive even more traffic to your website. This is the Best of Traffic Tuesday so far this year, and I hope you enjoy it. See you again soon. Here's a free website that wants you to promote yourself, to link to your content, and to drive traffic to your website. Welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney, and I'm here to help you to get more traffic so you can profit from your passions. So today's free website that I've got for you was founded in 2009. It gets an impressive 150,000 visitors every single month. So that's a lot of people you can promote yourself to for free. The domain authority is 61, and practically every niche is covered on this platform. It's a website that lets you share your content with the rest of the world. And the website we're talking about today is called OneLook4.com. So that's number 1, then LOOK, number 4.com. And it works like this. So once you've signed up for your free account, just click on the submit button. Then you'll be able to paste in the URL of your content and then click continue. Now you're going to be presented with a page that will let you add a strong title. Next, select your category, add some relevant tags about your content, and then write a unique description, and then click save and submit. Now the community can vote for your submission, and the most popular contributions will make it to the front page. And those links will receive the most exposure. Now, what's nice about this platform, it has a niche-based groups section that you can join, and you can also add your own. So that means you can fairly easily build an audience on this platform too. And obviously, don't spam, just be cool, be yourself, and you're going to be just fine. So today's free traffic source was founded in 1994. It's one of the oldest and strongest brands on the internet. And it's featured some amazing people. People like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Casey Brown, Richard Branson, Gary Vee, Amy Cuddy, Tony Robbins, Amanda Palmer, Elon Musk, Arianna Huffington, Seth Godin, many, many more. The biggest names in entrepreneurship have been featured on this website, and you can get on there too for free. I'm going to show you how. It receives a staggering 25 million visitors every single month. The domain authority is a jaw-dropping 93, and it gives you do follow backlinks. Practically every topic is covered and welcomed on this website. Today, I'm going to show you how you can get your content on and a backlink to your website from TED.com. That's TED.com. It's the TED website, and it works like this. So once you've signed up for a free account, choose some of the topics that interest you. So I'm just going to choose 3 or 4 and then hit next. And then we should be good to go. Now your TED account is all set up. How do we post on TED? How do we get a backlink from TED? Well, if we scroll right down to the bottom of the page here, TED Ed, click that. Then scroll down here to TED Ed website, click on that. Alternatively, you can type in ed, so that's ed.ted, TED.com, and you will be taken to the TED Ed website. So it's still under the TED.com brand. It's still under the TED.com domain name. So it carries a lot of authority. So here we've got a few options. The navigation will say discover, create, support. So I want you to go to create. then click a lesson. So here you're going to be able to create your own video-based lesson. So this is really good if you're into video marketing. If you're not into video marketing, don't worry. I've got a free training course coming very soon that will show you how to get started in a completely non-techie way, and you don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to be. So I'm going to paste in a link to my YouTube video there. I'm going to hit return, and here it's actually brought back a couple of options. I'm going to choose this one, and here you can see that not only is it going to pull in the actual video from YouTube, complete with the title as well, it's also got my call to action. So there you can see that here I'm giving away a free course for people who want to drive traffic to the website. So if they go here, they'll be able to opt in to that. So it's pulling back all this data. I'm going to click continue. And there we are. So we can do a few things here. For example, if we click let's begin, here we can introduce your content in a few sentences. So in this lesson, you will learn how to drive traffic to your website for free. Remember to include keywords in this as well, because this page can be linked from Google. It can be indexed by Google. So hit save. And we can also add this section. So we can add multiple choice questions. We can ask questions here. So if we want to get data about the people viewing this lesson, or we can dig deeper. Here we can add resources. So maybe we want to go HTTPS and maybe your website there. Maybe a link to an article on there. So for more information, visit. And we can actually add links here as well. So you save like that and then hit save there. We can add a discussion. I'm not going to do that. And then we can add even more resources or information here that will help rank this page in Google. Once we're all happy with that and it looks good, we're going to hit publish. Now you're going to be able to share it if you want to. So in addition to that, have a look at this. Require students to use TED accounts. Students must be logged in before they can save responses on your lesson page. Or you can choose don't require students to use TED Ed accounts. I'm just going to click that, don't require, and then we can click share your lesson. So we've got options to post it on social media, so Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, the defunct Google+. We can copy the URL to clipboard like that, or we can send it via email. So we can paste in email addresses here, plus a little bit of copy about why someone should watch it. I'm not going to bother sending that out on social media at the moment. I just want to see the published lesson on the website. So click see your lesson, and there you can see that it is under the TED.com domain name. It's a backlink to your content, and it's going to have more of your data here. So if we click that, there's a link to the website. You can of course make it link to anywhere, and it's got a discussion element there, which I didn't think I enabled, but hey ho. Hey guys, here's a free traffic source and powerful backlink from the mainstream media. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you how you can get even more organic traffic to your website. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney, and I'm here to help you to get more traffic so you can profit from your passion. So today's website that I'm sharing with you was founded in 1995. It's one of the oldest websites on the internet. It gets a staggering 30 million visitors every single month. And 80% of that traffic is from the USA. It's amongst the highest authority websites on the planet. The domain authority is 91, and it will give you a do follow backlink. So this is how you can get a link from the mainstream media. The website is called MSNBC.com. Let's go to the computer and let me walk you through it. Okay, I want you to open up a new browser tab. Go to google.com. Now I want you to type in MSNBC space, then now. Or you can type in msnbc.com/now into your address browser window thingy. So click on this link. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And if we hover over the top nav there, we get this drop down menu. Next, I want you to click sign in. If you don't have an account yet, click on don't have an account. Put in your details there. Complete registration, verify that you are a real person, and then you'll be able to sign in to something that looks like this. So this is my account. It's a brand new account that I've set up just for this purpose. So I want you to pay attention to what happens next. So on the left hand side, I want you to scroll down to the share a link button. Click that. Now you're going to be able to paste in a link to your content. I'm just going to paste in a link to a YouTube video. So there it says 10 times your website traffic, which is a video I did last week. Add a summary. So little known way to drive lots of traffic to your website for free. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. So I'm going to choose use this image. Then it's going to save that and then click share link. Success, that's been shared. Click view. And there it is on the MSNBC website. We have a link to your content. And that is a do follow link. So that's pretty good, right? Now you can share this across social media if you want to. You can also join a discussion group. You can even create your own discussion groups. So if you want to build an audience of like-minded people, you can do that pretty easily with this website. So if we go to the address bar, grab that URL from there, we can paste it into a new document so we can see that it's live. It's an actual real web page that has got that link from MSNBC on there. Oops, notice something. Oh dear. There we go. The document took over the computer there. So what we can do is ping Google and notice that the URL will have your username there. So it'll be your username.people.msnbc.com, and then it will have the full URL to your link there. And it's probably important to know that while it is an mbc.com domain name, your actual page here and your account won't carry that much authority or link juice, but the fact that it is under an msnbc.com domain name does give you a lot of credibility. So you'll be able to share this page around, get links to it, and then pass link juice from this page that way. Also click save to profile when you're done so you can find it easy later on, so you can always go back and grab that URL anytime you need to promote it. So if you want more traffic, I've got a free traffic training course for you. It's going to show you how to get organic traffic to your website for free. Every method I show you is completely free. You can get it when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Nothing's going to cost you a penny. Today we're talking about a free traffic source that was founded in 2010. It gets around 4 million visitors a year, so that's a lot of people you can promote to for free, right? It carries a lot of authority, domain authority, which is around 51, and it will allow you to promote your stuff on there for free and get links to your site. Practically every niche that we can think of is covered, and it's actually a free bookmarking website. It's called BookmarkBay.com. BookmarkBay.com. What a mouthful. Bookmark K. I'll run you through it. If you're watching on the video, I'll run you through how to use it now. If you're listening on the podcast, I'll describe how to use it. So let's go to bookmarkbay.com, and it says your source, for social news. Submit your story. So it allows us to post content on here. It actually allows us to post links to content. So if we have a look at what's already on here, we can see that people are promoting a lot of web design stuff on here, but it really does vary. Now I've checked the backlinks. These are no-follow backlinks, so it shouldn't hurt your link profile if you use this website, because of course people are going to try and spam their way to the top, but because this is a no-follow backlink, it shouldn't harm your website. So it can be a good source of traffic. Now let's have a look at all the topics that they've got. So they've got internet related ones, so SEO, social media, web design, online training, business, lots of business categories, online services, online shop, real estate, manufacturing, transport, medical, wholesaler. I'm not going to go through all of them, so you can explore this in your own time. But as you can see, we've got a whole heap of niches that we can contribute to here, including lifestyle, which I know is very popular for proper Copilot people. So if you're in the wedding niche, education, shopping, entertainment, loads of options there. And then we can even drill down further into social media if we want to. So once you've signed up for a free account, I want you to take notice of this submit a new story on the left hand side. And you can also do it here. So here we've got a tab in the middle. It says publish news, upcoming news, submit a new story. So you can click either one of those and it will take you to this page. So on this page, it will allow you to paste in a URL to your content. So before you do that, I want you to take the time to read the spam rules. So they have strict guidelines to avoid duplicate content and links. So they want quality content. Is your story relevant to the site? It asks you to link directly to the source. I know that some people like to link to a middleman or a middle website as part of their linking strategy. This asks you to link directly to the source. So I would do that if I were you. And then it asks you to search the website first to avoid duplicate submissions. Chances are, if you're submitting your own content on here, then chances are it's probably not going to be already in the database unless you've got a very, very large website. It asks you to be descriptive. So you are the story editor, so explain what it is and why it's cool. And then validation, you have to validate the publication of your story. So please click the banner of a partner below. So here it's asking you to click in exchange for publishing a link to your article. Also, no spam. So if you attempt to spam this website, it will block you from using it. So I'm not suggesting that you will do that. I know that Profit Copilot people are pretty cool and they play by the rules and stuff. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Also, BookmarkBay has 55,000 registered members. Excuse me. And 188,000, if I'm reading that right. I haven't had my coffee today, so numbers are not my thing today. So it's got a lot, 188,000 total links. So that's a lot. That's a lot of links. And then it asks you to follow on on Twitter. So if you're happy with all that, then you paste in the URL to your content. Let me show you. So I'm going to paste in a link to one of my videos. I'm going to hit continue. And there you can see I can give it a strong title if I want to. I can choose the category. So I might put SEO, write a description. Here's how to get free traffic and backlinks to your site. I can add a track back here if I want to, and then the validation code. So submit, preview and submit. So there we go. I can submit story now if I want to, or edit it. And there it's been submitted and is held in moderation. So I have to check back later to see if it's been approved by a moderator. Okay, that's pretty good. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to drive traffic to your website for free using these Facebook marketing strategies. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you how to drive even more organic traffic to your website for free. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney, and I'm here to help you to get more traffic so you can profit from your passion. So today we're talking about Facebook. So I've got at least 10 strategies from you. In truth, it's probably more like 15 or 16, but I've made everything really simple and easy to understand. So the first tip I've got for you is to get off social media. Outsource it to someone else, or if you can use software like Hootsuite or Buffer to schedule, do that instead, because you know as well as I do, Facebook is a massive time and productivity sucker. It's going to kill your productivity if you spend too much time on it. You know, it's easy to do, right? It's easy to just fall into conversations and even worse, arguments with people about stuff that doesn't really matter, when really you should be focused on the important things like running your business. So the second tip I've got for you is to tell stories, real life stories. I speak about storytelling and the importance of it, but a story can be a single sentence. Just make it real. Share your real life, real events with people. People will connect with that. They'll, it's a way to build rapport and build trust so your audience can see that you're an actual real person. And the third way, or number 3, is to actually communicate instead of trying to sell. So when you communicate, like telling stories, like we've said, or asking questions and sharing your thoughts and opinions on things, instead of just going straight for the buy my stuff thing, which does not work. I see so many of my students come to me and they say, I'm promoting this affiliate offer on Facebook. It's not converting. What's going wrong? So, well, you're trying to promote on Facebook. You're asking people who don't know you, don't like you, don't trust you. Not that they don't like you, they don't know you enough to like you and trust you. So you're asking them to take action to help you out, or to help themselves based on your recommendation, when you don't have the right foundations for that. So communicate, ask questions, share your opinions, thoughts, get to know people, let them get to know you. Number 4 is to start your own Facebook group relevant to your niche. I see a lot of people, and I'm guilty of doing this as well, of starting a Facebook group exclusively for my brand. So I've got a Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ProfitCopilot. Join the group if you want to, it's open. And if you do that for your brand, that's a good idea. But in addition to that, create a niche specific Facebook group that is relevant to, it's got nothing to do with your brand, but you can promote your stuff in there as well. And that's a good way to draw people in to your funnel and your ecosystem. So number 5 is don't share links directly. Instead, write a little bit of copy, warm people up about the link, and then say the link is going to be in the comments. Now, I don't always do this because I'm in a rush and I just want to get off Facebook as soon as I can. So I tend to post and then bail. So instead, put a link in the comments, tell people you're going to do that, and then that post will get a wider reach, because Facebook doesn't like it when we encourage people to link away from their website. They want to keep as much of the audience on Facebook. So in order to get people to consume our message through the algorithm, we have to say, well, we have to use just normal copy and then tell them why the link is a good idea, and then put the link underneath that in the comments. So that's how you promote links on Facebook to manipulate maybe the algorithm. So next is post at least 3 times a week, no matter what type of thing you're doing on Facebook. So you might be going completely for the profile, your personal profile, or you might be posting on a page or a group. No matter which one of those you choose, post at least 3 times a week. You'll notice that in my Facebook group, I try to post at least twice a day. And that's because the algorithm will reward me for posting twice a day. Also, when commenting on other people's Facebook pages, and I encourage you to do that, so find big pages in your niche. You might not be aware of this. You can comment as yourself, or you can comment as a page. So comment as your page for your brand, and that means that the people who see your comment are just one click away from consuming more of your content and jumping into your ecosystem or your funnel that way. Another way, a really famous, common way of generating traffic from Facebook is to run contests. So this will increase your engagement as people want the free thing. So you can offer one of your products, you can offer training, you can offer coaching, doesn't matter. I ran one a few years ago with those little Kodak camera things that did really well. I was giving away about three of these little, they're like flip video cameras. So I mean that did crazy good. Another strategy is to focus on creating a very specific type of content. So you focus on common mistakes people make. I have noticed that this type of content performs really well on Facebook. People love that kind of stuff. So if you can tell people the top 7 mistakes in your niche, those type of posts will get, generally speaking, more engagement. Try it out, see what happens for you. Also, start sharing helpful resources. So think about checklists, templates, done for you stuff, all this stuff that makes life easier. And hey, if they have to subscribe to an email list to get it, then that's an extra lead for you, right? So experiment with that stuff too. Also, post niche relevant images and videos. I've noticed an increase in engagement when I started posting like inspirational images. So as I'm surfing around the internet, I just, naturally see these images, like these little memes that encourage people, like, because I'm into entrepreneurship and marketing, and people tend to share these kind of images that resonate with me, so I share them with my audience. And I've noticed that engagement increases. It had increased when I started doing that, so now I try to do those type of posts at least once a day. Now, tip number 12, while we're talking about using images, if you're writing out a big chunk of copy and then posting it to a group or your page or whatever, including an image with that as well, that will increase engagement. The algorithm prefers it when you do that because you're adding more content. And if you're stuck for images, use one of those GIFs that Facebook gives you as default. So just hit the GIF icon, type in something relevant. Listen, when you join my Facebook group, you'll notice that about twice a week or something, I welcome all the new members that join. So in that welcome message, there's a little GIF. I try to make something funny, or find something that I think is a bit humorous, because in the Facebook group, in the Profit Copilot Facebook group, we don't take things too seriously, right? We like to have a laugh about things. So that GIF, that welcome message kind of reflects that. And I've noticed that those posts that contain GIFs tend to do pretty well. Also, another tip, mix things up a little bit. So we've just spoken about different types of content. So experiment with mixing it up. When you find something that works, go with it, but don't be afraid to bring in new types of content as well. Facebook really likes it when we mix it up a bit, because the algorithm can see that we're trying to use everything that it's give us. So we can use all the tools that it gives us. So create polls as well, post videos, shoot actual videos with your phone or whatever, and upload them directly to Facebook. And then while we're speaking about content, watch your metrics. So keep an eye on the engagement levels, see what works. You can apply the 80-20 rule for this. So have a look at the top 20 performing pieces of content that you're posting on Facebook, and then do more of it, repeat it. And then in addition to that, also keep an eye on what your competition are doing. So see what posts perform well for them, see what type of content it is, and then model it. Don't copy, just model it. Modeling is very different to copying, and then everyone's happy. Okay, I think we're up to number 15 at the moment. Looking at your top performing posts, what I want you to do is create a series based around your most popular type of content. So let's say you're posting common mistakes about your niche. So what I want you to do is create a 4-part series around those mistakes. This is something that people will love, because you know that that type of content performs well already. So we do more of it, but then we expand it into a series, so it creates this serial thing, so people will come back for more and more. It's like that soap opera thing, right? So create series like that people can join in with. They can wait for the next episode or the next part, and it creates this kind of almost addictive thing about what you're doing. And then the final tip, I think we're on number 16. The final tip that I've got for you is to post late at night or off peak. Why would you want to do that? Okay, convention says you have to post at peak times to get peak exposure. Try it. Just try it with 1 or 2 posts. Just experiment posting off peak. See what happens. Because there's less competition, less people fighting for that attention of your audience during off peak and late hours. When you step in there and you promote the audience that are on Facebook at that time, well, you've got a huge advantage over your competition, right? So just experiment with it. See what kind of results you get. You might be surprised. Okay, and remember at the start of this, I promised you some extra traffic sources that will show you how to get organic traffic for free. Well, you can get them when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. So today is all about driving traffic for affiliate marketing. This comes about because one of my students, who is an affiliate marketer, needs to drive traffic to his website. So I outlined a plan for him. He very kindly allowed me to share this plan with you. So big props to him. I'm going to show you his squeeze page in a moment. I'm going to walk you through the plan, and you're going to be able to copy this and get results too. That's the whole point of this. So do that, copy me, get results, and you're going to be set for traffic. So let's head over to the computer. I'm going to walk you through it step by step right now. Okay, so this is my student's squeeze page. And as you can see, we've got a headline there, a video, and then down here, we've got the opt-in form, strong calls to action there, and then we've got a list of benefits there. So he wants to drive traffic to this page. Well, he wants to drive traffic in here into the email list. That's the important bit. So step 1, what he's got to do, and what you've got to do if you're in a similar situation, is go to buzzsumo.com. I want you to choose long tail keywords that represent your niche. So in this instance, break free from negative thinking. So we might want to take that, or give yourself the time. Freedom. So we could take any one of these, or we could even take the headline. So let's say they want financial freedom. Oops. Here you want to get specific. So financial freedom, who's it for? Or maybe we want to put in a time frame. So fast, financial freedom fast. Let's see what happens. So here we're going to have all the best performing content for this key phrase. So here you can see that on this website, budgetsmadeeasy.com. They say how to achieve financial freedom fast in 5 simple steps. So that's a good piece of content. We can see here that the engagement is high. It's getting shared on Twitter. Could probably do a bit better on Twitter. To be fair, it's being shared on Pinterest. So if you go through this list, you're going to see what content is being shared, what people enjoy reading. So there's life training, fix your money stress and fast track your way to financial freedom. So we've got lots of options here. With BuzzSumo, you get a handful of free searches every day. So before you start using it, have a real clear picture in your mind of who you want to speak to, who your target audience is. You might think it's just people who want to make money online. I would encourage you to drill down even further. So split that niche in half and drill down. If you can half it again, so maybe you can split it by gender or by some demographics. So maybe age or income level, education. I mean, when it comes to demographics, there's no better resource on the planet than Facebook. So have a look through Facebook. I mean, look at this. Okay, so here we are in Facebook Ads Manager thingy. So we've gone to Audience Insights, and then we want to choose everyone on Facebook. And now United States is fine. Interests. So business and industry, advertising, to entrepreneurship. So here we're going to be able to drill down and get more demographics and even psychographics about your audience. So we can have a look at the pages that they like to uncover data like that. So we know that people who are into entrepreneurship, like Gary Vee, we can go down here even further. So we've got more data that we can use. We can see where they are, the top cities that they live in, top countries, the languages they speak. We can have a look at the overall activity. So if you're unsure about your keywords or who you're speaking to, use Audience Insights, drill down even further. You can get super specific information when you use this tool. So play around with it for a little bit, get some ideas, and then come back here and do a few searches to see the most popular content in your niche. Now I want you to make a list of all the best performing content that you think you would enjoy creating, that would be of benefit and interest to your audience. And then at the top here, we go to influencers. Click the influencers tab, and here you're going to be able to search for people who are very prominent for those keywords. It will bring back a list of people that you can contact. Now, once you've got that list, what I want you to do next, and listen, the reason I'm not showing you the influencers that this brings back is because I'm not sure of where that stands with GDPR, because I'm recording this for video and for the podcast. So I don't want to reveal anyone's data. I'm just being extra cautious about that. But you can, of course, run your own searches, get a list of influencers in your niche. And then what I want you to do next is I'm pulling in a new document here. So we make a list of the influencers. So I'm just type Joe Blogs. He might have 17,000 followers on Twitter. John Doe could have 50,000 followers. And then you carry on like that. So you just list out everyone and the number of followers that they've got. And you want to get a fairly big list, as many as you can for as many different keywords as possible, so you have a rough idea of who you're going to approach. We're going to reach out to these guys and we're going to make them an offer they can't refuse, which sounds kind of mafia, but it works. And listen, a lot of them are going to say no because they get approached every day. If they've got a big following on Twitter or on social media, they're going to be getting pitched at every single day, multiple times every day. So don't worry if you don't hear anything back. Just move on. Don't take it personally. Remember, you're not being rejected. Your idea isn't being rejected. These guys tend to have limited amounts of time to spend. And remember, they're going to be helping you out. You're actually going to help them as well, so it's mutually beneficial. But you've got more to gain from it than they have. Of course, we position it with an angle that makes it seem like they do have more to gain. And listen, it is actually mutually beneficial as well. So, I want to send them an email, like something like this. So, dear Mr. Blogs, I want to say, as you're one of the leading figures in your niche there. So what we're doing here is we're kind of massaging the ego a little bit, but not over the top. You know, there's nothing I hate worse than when I get emails from people who are just over the top smarmy, obviously trying to, you know what it's like, right? When someone is just being over the top, it comes across as insincere. So we want to avoid that. We just want to be kind of cool about it and say, hey, you're one of the leading figures in this niche, which is going to be true if they've got, a sizable audience. Say, I'd like to invite you to, say invite, because everyone likes to be invited, right? Again, this plays to the ego in a non-smarmy way. I'd like to invite you to take part in a project I'm working on. It's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of, and then your niche there. And might say something like, would you be open to answering a couple of questions for me to, we might just want to say via email. So it's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of, again, we're playing to the ego in a non-smarmy way. So we're saying 10 greatest minds, we're saying that they are one of the 10 greatest minds in our opinion, and we want to include them in this article. Would you be open to answering a couple of questions via email? I think it's important that we say via email so they know that they don't have to get on the phone, they don't have to do a video call, they can just answer it within their own time. So they can think about their answers, they can give a more detailed response instead of just being caught out. So this makes it an attractive offer, and then we sweeten the deal by saying your bio will be included. Say your bio will be added, including links to your website and social media profiles. And listen, I'm just making this off the cuff, okay? I'm not thinking about this too much. I'm just creating something very loosely based on previous emails I've sent from my students and clients. So this is generally the kind of thing that works. So use this to model. What I don't want to happen is like people to copy and paste the same email and send that out to multiple influencers, and people are receiving the same email from dozens of people. That wouldn't be a good thing to do. So use this to model your own emails. So we might finish off with saying, I hope to publish the article You can say next week, next month, whenever, or you could even put in a date here. And here what you're doing is you're giving them a deadline. So this is important, because if you say, if we leave out this bit, I hope to publish the article next week. If we ignore that, if we leave that out, what happens is they might get back to you in 2 months' time. Say sure, and then it's too late. So here we need to put a little bit of urgency in there, so they know that if they want to be a part of this, they need to respond. And then we say, many thanks for your consideration. So here we're saying, we're thanking them for their consideration. We're effectively saying you will consider this. They might consider it and say no, and that's fine. Or they might consider it and not get back to you, which again is kind of expected. But we only need a few of these guys to make this really work. So many thanks for your consideration. Best regards, Mick Meany. Obviously your name there. And then I like to put in a phone number. I like to put in my phone number here, so people can see that I'm a real person. I'm available to talk if they have any questions. I stand out from the dozens of other emails they're getting today because I'm showing I'm a real person. I've got my phone number there. I'm legit, because most of the emails that they get are just going to be kind of, hey, can you publish this for me? Or can you link to my website? You know, they're asking for something. Here, you're offering something. So you're turning the tables a little bit. Obviously, they know that you're going to benefit from this in some way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. So you know, that's okay. So here's an email that you can model things on. So, dear Mr. Blogs, you're one of the leading figures in your niche. I'd like to invite you to take part in a project I'm working on. It's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of Your Niche. Would you be open to answering a couple of questions via email? Your bio will be your bio will be added, including links to your website and social media profiles. I hope to publish the article next week, next month, whenever. Okay, that's important you add that in. Many thanks for your consideration. Best regards, your name and your telephone number. Simple, right? Let's make some room on the screen. So let's assume that they agree to this. They're happy to continue. Well, what you do then is you ask every single influencer that you deal with the exact same question. So you might have one or two questions, and I want you to make it about the one thing. So you would say something like, what is the number one secret to success in your niche? Or what is the number one way to achieve something? So you make it about the one thing. You can add more questions if you like, but remember, if you have about 10 people and each of them give you just 100-word answers, that's going to be a 1,000-word article. So remember, the more questions you ask each influencer, you know, you're going to get 10 times the amount of content. So ask each of them the same question. It has to be the same question. So let's move on. So after you've got back their answers, you let them know. So you let them know when it's going to be published. So, dear Mr. Blogs, thank you for your response and your insightful answers. Just to let you know, the article will be published on, and then you give it a date. and then you say everyone taking part will be emailing it to their list, so we hope to drive more traffic to your website, social media profiles, whatever. So here, what you're saying is everyone will be taking part. Everyone will be emailing it to the list. So we're not asking them to email it to the list. We're just letting them know that everyone else is going to email it to the list. So listen, they don't want to look like a dick. So if everyone else is promoting this, they will feel compelled to do it as well. But we're not asking them to. The reason we're stating this is twofold. So first of all, we're saying everyone's going to be emailing it to the list. So to imply that they should too, without saying it. But the reason that we're giving them for telling them this is so they will benefit. So we hope to drive more traffic to your website or social media profiles. So we're making it about what's in it for them. So they can see, they can join the dots that, hey, if everyone promotes this article, everyone's going to benefit. Everyone's going to get more traffic, more leads, whatever. And you say, I'll be in touch before the article goes live. You say, best regards, McManey. You might want to say thanks again for taking part. So here we're saying everyone taking part will be emailing it to the list. You say I'll be in touch before it goes live, so they should know to expect more correspondence from you. And then we say thanks again for taking part. So we'll remind them that they were taking part in this. Everyone taking part is going to promote, without explicitly asking them. So the day before the article goes live, you're going to send them a quick email. So you're going to say, dear Mr. Blocks, just a quick note to let you know that the article, the 10 greatest minds in your niche, will be published tomorrow. I'll send you the URL. We need to give them a reason, so I'll send you the URL. Why are we going to send them the URL? So you can review it. And then we say, many thanks for your participation. Best regards, your name. Okay. So that's the day before you send out the, that happens the day before you publish the article. Okay, what happens on the day that you publish? Well, you say, dear Mr. Boggs, the article, the 10 greatest minds in has been published here. Then you put in you have to put in the actual website address here. Like that. So they can see exactly what they're going to click on. So we don't hide anything. And then you say, I'll let you know how well it performed. And if you need any changes to be made, please let me know. Thanks again. And then you, at this stage, you probably just want to use your first name. So you're establishing a rapport here. You're strengthening the relationship with this person. You're keeping in touch. You're promising that you're going to let them know how well it performed. And then a week later, you would go back and you would say, this is how well it performed. This is the reach it had. This is the traffic levels it got. Don't mention the results that you personally got from it, which I'm going to talk about in a second, because this is all about building an email list, right? So we don't want to mention about how many subscribers you got. So how do we get subscribers from this? I'm going to show you. Okay, I want you to have a look at this. So this is just an example. This is on a website called Grow and Convert. So as you can see, it's just an article. It's got the copy there. But look at this. Inside the actual article itself, they've got a bonus. So this is called a content upgrade. So if you click this, subscribe to get this bonus podcast here, an opt-in form pops up. So this is fairly fancy, having the trigger there to click. That is fairly fancy. You don't have to do it like that. So this can link directly to your squeeze page, but notice that's embedded within the content of your article. So if this article is about the 10 greatest minds of your niche, and you've got all the answers here, you would put a link, at least a link to your squeeze page here. You can make it fancy with that overlay to get that, or let me show you another example. Here's on the co-schedule blog. So if we scroll down, here you can see all the copy, but if we go right down here, they've actually embedded the opt-in form inside the copy. So you could do something similar to that. In this example, they've got their reasons for asking for so much information. So they're asking for someone's full name, work email address, company name, and website. So that's how they're qualifying their leads. You might not want to have as many forms as that. 1 or 2 is going to be just fine for you. But the important thing is you can embed the opt-in form. So if we go back to our starting point of my student squeeze page, if we have a look at this opt-in form, you could easily put that inside the content of the article and give a strong call to action for people to subscribe. So you don't actually have here. Oh, excuse me, getting ahead of myself. So here, this content upgrade is a calendar template, but you can actually give away a whole lot of stuff. So in this example, my student, he's promising a video. So someone subscribes to this, on the next page, they're going to get a value-based video. So that's what you would promote on your page. You can also advertise a podcast. You could do checklists, PDFs, templates, resources, worksheets. It doesn't matter. As long as it's in keeping with the rest of your content, it matches the interest. So someone lands on your content for a particular reason. The content upgrade that you offer matches that niche, that interest, in a very specific way. So the more focused that we can get, the better results that we get. And remember, at the start of this, I promised you additional organic traffic sources. Well, you can get them completely for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Grab those. Nothing's going to cost you a penny today. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too. Remember to hit that little notification bell when you subscribe now, because that will notify you when I upload another video tomorrow. So I don't want you to miss out. Thank you for checking this out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again tomorrow, guys. Take care.